Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you again with another adventure in Minecraft Survival. We are picking up where we left off in our new world that we made last time. I had just made the entrance to my little base. I kind of styled it in the form of a fort, but it's always open to change, and we'll see how I feel about it as time goes on. But I figured that this would be a decent place to start with. And we will certainly do some different things as we go along to make things work a little better. Are these not quite ready yet, or do these get harvested a different way? No, looks like maybe that's correct. Do they just sometimes give wheat? Oh well, I'll figure it out as time goes on. Got the seeds back, and that's all that matters. So yeah, it's still daytime out, so we can re-evaluate what's up out here. That seems like a no-brainer right here. For my consistency, I will do this at least. Top, just so it looks good for me. What we doing? 5 between. This one's a little shorter, but we can do 5 between on this side. We will again see how we like it afterwards. I kind of forgot about that, but it's okay. We can resolve that other ways. Don't mind me, I am working to keep the AI from being able to pathfind in easily. That way I can leave it open at night and they probably can't get in. That's my goal. Don't know if it'll be 100% effective, but I mean, that's the goal. So what do I want to do next? Are you Oh yeah, grass. Okay, I was like, that color was throwing me off though. Yeah, we're going to resolve that soon. 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's why, because it's what? Oh, I misproportioned the room. Interesting. Is that a bug or is that a feature? Maybe it's a feature. Maybe I can redesign this slightly. Huh. Okay, hold on the phone. That actually opened up something in my brain box. Maybe I'll do it that way. Okay. Do I like this better? Because this would allow me to do a double door. I thought I had made them 5 by 5, but I'd actually made it 6 by 6. So, hold on our butts. That could actually work out better for us, although we'll have to redesign a little bit. But still could work out better. Well, nuts. Yeah, you would not make it that simple, huh? Alright, there we go. Don't mind me, it's just a temporary situation. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't mind. Okay, it's still a little simple. I'll get glass and like make it look better as time goes on and some other stuff, but this should be a functional entrance for the time being. Right there, and in there will be a functional beginning. Yeah, we're gonna have to open up the sides as well. That's why I didn't feel balanced. Okay. There we go. Largely fixed. Cool. I'll leave this open so we can get in and out a little easier without bonking our head. I think that they can't get in this way. So it acquires all of the things I wanted it to. Cool. Yeah. So we'll see how we go as we feel along. I'll probably redesign stuff as well. So now to decide what direction I want to take our adventure. Because, like, our base is settled up. We don't have a lot of extra resources like iron and stuff, but there is some stuff we did pick up, so maybe I can start smelting that and whatnot. So let's see what we can do with copper. So I think maybe the other wheat wasn't fully grown, so this one might not be fully grown. There might be a stage beyond it, and like I just don't recognize it anymore. To be honest, that could just be it. That way is going to be down. This way should be something as well, so maybe I'll just open it up even more. And at some point we're going to go down deep into the planet and see what's going on down there, because I'm sure that things are different even in the depths from what I remember. I've got to consider how I want to make that kind of access, though. I know things I've done before in the past that I've enjoyed, and maybe I'll bring back one of them as just a showcase of how I used to do it. So maybe I'll do that. There's probably a dozen different ways to get down there that are just fine. So you come in here from the entryway. As an example. What I'm thinking is we might actually have like this go up to the main way, but maybe if we go off to the side here, maybe there could be like way down. Hi, we can test this. Can you get in here? Where you at? Can you see me? I hear you. I don't think you can can't see me. Huh. Maybe it's for the best. But I am still tempted to find out if it actually works, and maybe I'll do that at some point. Like, this probably doesn't actually need to be a 4x4. I made it kind of opulent, and maybe I'll keep it that way, but maybe I shave this down a block on each side and make this way be a way down instead, and then lead to a room underneath that leads us deep. That might be how I do it, and I'm thinking about it. I think I will do it, but I'm still just considering. So I have one more pickaxe, that's fine. I guess if I'm not actually digging in the ground, I don't need my hoe on me. My plans are almost certainly going to require another pickaxe for sure, so we'll just get that ready. Also probably not going to need this extra stack of straight stone. Or this one, so just get those out of there and off to the side. So yeah, let's slim that down a little. So I'm thinking maybe instead of this block just being like straight flush with this, maybe I take that out a few blocks and then go in, so it's not like just a straight shot. Maybe it branches out a little and gives us more room. So I'll probably fix that tomorrow. They are being pretty loud. So let's start putting in some ideas. Hi. So these guys can't get in. I'm checking the pathfinding. You can shoot in, so I need to actually get glass, and I will do that. But yeah, the zombie couldn't find his way in. That's what I wanted to test. Good. So I guess thank you for being part of my test. Functional design working. So yeah, so probably 2 down at the same pace that went up. So that would be like that. And by doing this sort of up and down motion, you can make like gradual increases and decreases that feel a little bit more natural without actually being super intense. Ooh, did I grab the wrong ones? I might have. That's unfortunate. At least it doesn't waste them. These were the ones I meant to get. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I haven't heard them starting to die out there, so... Unless they all just spawned. It's not daytime, is it? No, you're out there. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, if we get too vigorous and going to the sides, we'll actually come up to where we had made the other part of the room, so... Just trying to design this in a way where it doesn't functionally go into that area. As you can see, that is the roof of where we built, so this might be the way we do this. So I'm thinking this is the bottom floor of where we do it. So yeah, so you guys should be dead out there. Or just chilling under trees? Is it just a cloudy day? Is that what's going on? Just darker than normal? Okay, we'll just stay inside and design for now. Not gonna worry about it. The day can do what it wants. I didn't know that they added cloudy days in. That's actually kind of interesting, but does actually raise the danger of the game if you can just have just mobs out there constantly. So, good going, game. You made something challenging. Yeah, so maybe they can't be everywhere, but they can be in some places. You know what? I kind of want some bone meal. Yeah? Think you can? You think you can fight me? Think you're good enough? Where are you? Where are you hiding? Are you in the fucking water again? You are in the water again. Get out of here. I'll win. Told you I'd win. And that's all without armor too, so there's that on top of it. I don't like to destroy beaches, so that's why I'm doing it this way. It's weird how some of them float and some of them don't. That's kind of weird to me. I want to get about 32 sand. Yeah, that was enough. Enough for now, at least. So, because I cleared out the area around my base, I can kind of implement what I was thinking, which is... Didn't mean to do that. I did put those away. Okay. And we'll keep adding more embellishments and stuff as we go along. That's just a starting point, as I said. Like a little bit like that. Still keep this idea for now. But yeah, we can cook up a little bit of that. What does this do? What do we got? Things that I didn't know could be done with it. Wolf armor, huh? Saddles. So there's the usual stuff like armor. Why are these things not showing me specifically what can be done with just this? That's the other thing I don't understand is why is it mixing it? Are you just showing me things that I've already built, or what is going on here? Huh. I actually don't understand most of what it's trying to tell me, other than that I already knew I could make tools. Like, it's not just isn't showing me anything new, other than I guess I can make a brush, which I'm not exactly sure what it's used for, but I guess I will at some point. Unless that's just every recipe in the game and it's not smart enough to give me what I can make with this. I'll shelve that for now, but we crafted it. So is it just that we haven't unlocked all the recipes in the game? Is that what it is? Like, we have to get a tool, like a type, before it'll let us see those recipes? That's interesting. Wonder what that looks like and does. Is it just acacia? It can't be just acacia, but I don't believe it's just acacia. I bet it's any of them, and that's just the one it wanted to show me. Is it just acacia? That's interesting. Alright. No. Is that not what you just showed me? Ah, okay. I just don't believe if it's just one. It certainly wasn't. It lied to me. What do you look like? You do hurt. Alright. I see. There's a way to farm up EXP, apparently. Funny. Come on, you can do it. So tragic. Least efficient EXP farm ever, huh? But yeah, we totally cut that open so I can open it up from the sides here. This will open us up to getting shot again, so I will actually put in that stuff once I clear out this. I know there's panes of glass, I know they exist, but I actually kind of like the way the clear looks a little better. Seems a little cleaner to me. I'm not decided about that next one, so I don't want to actually place them in quite yet. Because I know I'm going to put doors there, but I'm not settled on it. So it looks like we actually need a little bit more. This will not stay as dirt event forever. I'm just sort of figuring out how I want the basics of the room to look, so bear with me. This process will continue. Hope it's less cloudy tomorrow and then we can just go on a proper exploration. I just didn't want to face mobs the whole day through. Although maybe that's not how it works either, but said this is a re-exploration of how it's going, not a looking anything up. So it might have some things that aren't exactly the way they work as we go through it. Well, I wasn't intentionally trying to get flint, but I mean, it's not the worst result. I feel like the range on being able to do that has greatly increased from what I remember. By at least a block or two, you know? I mean, I'm sure someone will be telling me to make like a stone shovel, but I really don't think the stone shovel actually breaks blocks all that much faster. And definitely not for the cost early on. I'm going to be using most of my stone to actually craft into smooth stone. I'd rather not waste more of it on making those tools than I specifically need to. And in the long run, it won't matter. That's for sure. I'll probably even make like a lava generator so I won't have to just go other digging places. But that's probably not necessary if I actually do any amount of digging down, so I might do it just to look nice and look like I've got generators, but I won't be using them that way. Probably. So this is what we're looking with so far. Maybe that's better. And I'll make it look nicer. I'll figure out how I want the lighting to really be as we go along. So that makes a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8? Let's go with an 8x8 room. A little bit I've gathered from what I've been told is that the distance down in the world is a lot greater than it used to be. So I guess that means our way down's gonna take longer. So that's something to look forward to, I suppose. So I guess one of the things I could talk about is what I actually used to do in Minecraft. So like one of the biggest things I used to do, and what I really loved about the times I played about it, is I used to play a series of adventure maps by a guy named Vex called Super Hostile. Now, I got introduced to them by a couple of streamers that I watched at the time, but they looked really cool, these insane challenges to conquer endless spawner-ridden dungeons to collect wool. It was a great time. I don't actually know if he made more after the ones I played, but I hope so. Maybe I'll look into it again. Maybe there's more modern versions of it. I'm sure there are. There's some people have never stopped making content for this game. Someone's carried that spirit with them. So there's no particular reason why this play of Minecraft has to particularly end after I've explored like the base content. Like there were many things I used to enjoy doing that I could easily probably get into again with no real trouble over time. Alright, let's make a second chest. Just to start filling up with even more junk. Don't mind me. I am going to start moving block type things out and into a separate chest. Specifically block-like things that we aren't going to need more of immediately. And I can move not block-like things that I'm not going to need immediately out of there. So I do not think this is going to move itself, so I think I was correct on that. Wonder if there's actually a use for extra seeds now. I've definitely played mods that had that be the case, but this stupid thing's not going to tell me anything, is it? Yeah. Craftable might be more useful. It still doesn't do what I want. I really wanted it to tell me what it could craft with the item I put in my crafting bench. That would be more useful. Like, what can I craft with what I put in here? But that's probably expecting too much for them to program in, huh? Fair enough. So yeah, now that it's daytime again and probably clear, I could probably start replenishing my stars on some of those logs that we did, because I did use up quite a few logs in my designs. Do I have to dig up to get to you? Nope. Good. Think I got it all. It is a little hard to tell sometimes. We'll let that sort itself out. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more sand. Now I had an extra one in there. Seeing if there's anything interesting at the bottom of this. I don't really see that much. I suppose I should get some ink sacs just to see if there's anything new going on with it. You can't get away from me. I'm too good. Alright, let's see if there's any new recipes for you. There might be, there might not be. But what I did know is that I got exactly enough to make a little bit more glass to fill in that hole that I had to put in there. Don't need more saplings on me. I guess I should plant like 5 more of these trees too, though. Because I did use a lot of oak out there as well. Sure. Cool. So this room, I'm planning on making a spiral downward. I've got to decide is where I want to start this spiral. So, if I was to guess, I would come in here and likely, which way would I go? I'd go down the right. Okay, I'm in here. So maybe right here is the right place to start. But I'd give myself a landing of 2 by 2 by 2 with a little bit of a downgrade. And we are going to dig some of it just to see how it would look like to me as I go along. Okay. Now the thing is that this is going to use an absolute shit ton of stones, so prepare yourselves. stones are never gonna end. We are going to have to burn even more coal as we go along, so we will continue to collect as we go through it. And that's fine. There's still some in there. We'll let that be in there. That just means I'll toss another dose in here. Oh, right, we were gonna do something. Okay. How many solid blocks I have in here? I took them all out, good. Then, what I will do is I will start making stairs. Now I know this is actually relatively inefficient, but I like how they look, so sue me. And we can patch up that little bit we didn't before. Cool. I suppose for now we could make a doorway. Which color wood would we want to make the doorway out of? Should we actually put our jungle wood to use and make it... Is it jungle? It was acacia. Should we put this to use and see what that door looks like? Let's see if this looks too garish for us. I know what the oak one looks like, but I actually do not know what this one looks like off the top of my head. That's really bright. I don't think I'd like it, but sure. Let's give it a look-see and see how that looks. Oh, they actually make them look different, too. Different styles. So maybe this one is more gate-like. Maybe I will like that better. This one has kind of like a Japanese style, like the painted look to it, but interesting that they did a style change like that. Maybe that's more of an internal door than an external door, so we can keep that in mind. So for contrast, let's do this one too, just to see it side by side. Interesting. Yeah, so that's the traditional, like, open on top, you can see in through the top. But this is, like, interesting that this is a gated version. Huh. But yeah, that's cool. Not gonna need more glass right away, so that's fine. Cool. So now we have a door on there. I suppose we should put a top to this. Maybe. I guess we'll do it. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it a different way. I'll expand outwards so the lip's farther out and not under this lip. That's how I'll fix it, but I'll do that in the morning. But yeah, it's important to like design these things out as you go and see what you like, because you'll hate it later if you get too far into whatever you're building. So yeah, it goes down like that and there. And then basically we turn and go down the next way, and that's the pattern. You go down 4 blocks, turn, go down 4 blocks, and before you know it, you've spiraled all the way down. And the middle you can open up, so you can make like a nice plunge down into a lake. And that's usually how I got down, is I would just jump down and then climb back up when I was done. It was super fun. You just go jump down. So that's how I'll design this. And then what I did is I made a nice sky roof up at the top with like glass, so you could see so it would be lit up during the day and it would look really pretty. So for now, that's going to be my working plan. And I have like other strategies for as we go along, like how it'll dynamically change. Because we're also going to dig out the center eventually. But I mean, there's no real need at this point. And we'll get materials along the way and things will be good. So that's one of the things, I just don't have a lot of materials yet. So digging down will get us like all the materials we need. So that's what our plan is. For And don't worry, as when I get to a certain point, I won't get mixed up like that too much. But yeah, so that's gonna be my working strategy, and I don't have to do it all at once. Like it's now like daytime, and I can actually go out and fix those couple of things I saw, and actually get a little bit more of a synopsis on what's going on. I guess as we collect like random materials, the game will start telling us what we can actually do with them, which would be helpful. And it's still cooking, which I think is kind of funny. So yeah, if we make that go out a bit, but then we expand out here, they still won't be able to get in, and it'll make it easier for us to jump onto it. And you would do that. Okay. Well, that's a different solution. Yep, there we go. We did it. So yeah. That was a pretty easy fix, and like by expanding this out, it's not such a flat look to it. So what I'm doing is I'm marking out how wide that room would be comparatively. 1, 2, 3. That's 4, 6, 7, 8. This is the back of it. Because that will enable me to know where I should dig up if I want to make a skylight. So if I'm going to make an actual 8x8, I'm going to need a full 64 more sand. So that's something to keep in mind as we go. Yeah, I could just make an indentation at the corners, so if I go above, I'll be able to dig properly. I will have to at least go up and make sure that they can't get down that hole if they're up there, so I'm gonna have to do like an overhang for those sections. Like this one had here. But that'll let me know where I need to dig to do it. Corner and corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that section will get dug up when I get enough glass. Just to make it look nicer as we go along. And I realize now that I can actually get some of the glass I want right here and fill this in with dirt that I have back at the base, so maybe I'll do that, because I am sick of getting shot by skeletons in this little damn hole, so I'm gonna fix that right now. But I can get the sand out of it at least. I'll swim down, collect that all up, and then I'll go in and start filling it in. Then we'll see how much more sand I actually need to get. I actually don't need to fill the whole thing in, just the surface area, so yeah. 39 blocks. That's most of what we needed anyway, so this works out pretty good. Alright. We got a whole bunch of dirt, so let's just go wild and fix that up real quick. And I am going to do like a layer of at least 2 for it, so that's in case a creeper actually blows it up, that it won't just dig us right into water. It has to break a few blocks to get us there. Mostly successful. We can fix the rest of it later when we hit a little bit of dirt. I was gonna grab a little bit more sand. I'm sure I could find some along the shore as we go. Section, I could probably feel fine about breaking you. Yeah, I knew there was clay in here, I just didn't get it before. We will start collecting the different types of blocks. How much more I need? 12. Yes, I saw the extra one hiding down here. Give me you. I do like how those do light up. That's actually pretty cool looking. Looks pretty at least. Oh, you fireflies? That's nice. just to see what else is cooked with this and open up more recipes, I will cook those up just so that they will give me an indication of what can be done with it. Cool. I guess I could probably potentially cook up some more of the sand. That was kind of why we did that, wasn't it? Yeah. Each time I go in and out, I'm probably going to go down at least another 2 batches on this for a while. That's cool to see iron already popping in. That's useful. No, alright, I'll get it. I'm just gonna make sure I don't lose my place in my path down. Cool. And we will eventually go through and like beautify up even the walls as we go down a little bit. There's a lot of things that'll actually be done to make everything look better on our main thing down. We're gonna make the whole place look really worked up and beautiful. As you can see, it goes down all the way. And what's nice about this design is you can actually make a structured base like off this central shaft all the way down. And it works just as well upwards. Like say we wanted to go upwards instead. This way goes down. This way can go up and spiral the other way. And it'll be just fine. Nothing stops you. Like all that would look differently is that this part right here would just be a flat walkway across, and then the pattern would just continue right up. So it's not like it breaches the whole pattern at all. The only difference is we got into it from the side, but we could just as easily integrate it that way as well. Yeah, once that finishes getting done, I'll go out and actually put in the skylight, and we'll have that opened up for us. I think it will look quite nice. Cool. Then out 2 more. So I bet you're wondering, if you dig out the bottom and make that look cool, how do you do that? You do the opposite. You put stairs on the ceiling, and it just looks like it looks pretty good. I'll show you when we actually open up the central area as we go down. But yeah, I'll break our pickaxe on this and then go up. Okay. We'll see how our progress is going and whether it's become day yet. It's thinking about it. Yep, new recipes. I figured it would do that to us. Cool. I always make sure I get a little bit away, because you never know when a creeper is gonna just be waiting on top of your house, just chilling, waiting for you. That got beat into me over a few years, so that habit's probably never going to die, even if it isn't part of the game anymore. So, but I bet it is. They were always doing it. That's all the blocks. And I kind of found them a little annoying at first, but I won't lie, the acacia trees aren't so bad once you get used to them. Chopping them down, I mean. Yeah, did I pick up a little bit of dirt? I sure didn't. Okay. Then maybe I'll just do some manual pruning and fix some stuff. Just give me a little bit of dirt, and I can make it look nicer. Okay. How much of that glass is done? Can I start digging that way out? Did you finish already? Cool. And I guess the answer to that is yes. Let's start at the very top and start working our way down from here. Look at that, free coal along the way. Honestly, I think the trickier part of this is deciding how high we want the ceiling in this room to be, rather than doing this amount of digging. So I don't think we ever properly decided that. Oops, well, okay. We had to pick up the blocks anyway. So how high do we want it to be? I usually think 3 is good. So maybe we'll go with 3. And that's 3 off this. So, yeah. On that note, we can start placing it then. Making sure that's where we want it to be. 3. Yeah. Cool. Which means that would be where it is. And that would be where that would be. So that gives me a basis to build it from up above, and we should not have too much trouble filling that in. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I fuck it up? Well, that's unfortunate. Let me confirm. Alright, let's go confirm. The way I confirm is that. Be a little annoying if I have to dig more that to fix it. No, actually, that's correct. Why did I think it was wrong? Okay. Well, this may have taken me slightly longer than I thought it would, so this might get a little spicier than I wanted it to. But we'll do our best. I forgot about phantoms. I was like, what the heck are these sounds? Oh, hello, skeletons. You're doing okay out there, right? You don't have to worry about skeletons. We'll just go up a different way. It's still technically possible for something to fall on our head, but I think it's a little unlikely, so I'll take the risk. So these are actually probably incorrect. But why did I think it wasn't? Ah, I did do it wrong. Okay, so we need 2 more things of sand. That's unfortunate. Alright. Wasn't what I wanted, but I mean, what can I do? There's no amount of cobblestone that is enough for what our plans are. So yeah. You already finished? Good. Let's go complete that. What is true is that we aren't going to need all of that to be glass on the next floor, because it's only going to be probably the middle part that can be lit up anyway, because of the structure of this. So maybe I made the skylight too big as it is, but we're already most of the way towards it. Though I suppose if this is the time to change our mind, this might not be a bad point to do so. This could have probably just been 4x4, which would have been a lot cheaper. Yeah. Nuts. Oh well. I'll save them for later. That's a Okay, we did get our skylight though, so that's the beginning of that. And we'll use the glass for something else as we go. This does mean that our bed will end up moving, so I'll do that next night, I guess. So planning that out, 4x4 would be... Not true. 2, 2, 2, 2. By that. By this. By this. So this part of this will become glass as well. So I can do the parts of this that don't involve breaking the bed currently. We do have enough to do this. I think this might break the bed. No? Bed's gonna float? Cool. And I guess it doesn't matter at all. Bed's just fine. Our floating bed is just fine. Cool. Yeah, so that leads to a storage room we haven't worked on. We've got this part done. That means that we can dig out the middle part of this and have ourselves our skylight. And yeah, that's kind of going to be a theme going down, so anytime we wanted to, we could just start tearing this down layer by layer and match the whole shaft on the way down, and you'll get a better idea for how far we're going down as you do that. I'm just doing that to keep the furnace cooking. Although doing this way, we will end up with more cobblestone than we needed, so we'll be just fine that way finally. Yeah, and if we don't want a hole in this room, we just fill it up with another round of glass at the top. But if you just want to have a plunge down, that's also fine. Because I am planning on putting water in the center of this. I'm going to give you an example of how I thought of before to make this look a little nicer. So what you have to do is dig the underside of an out. To the landings. Get your stairs in there. Then I'm pretty sure it's like this. Yep. As you can see, it just looks like that on the way up and down. I think that looks neat. But yeah, if you just keep up with it as you go down, like you never get too far. But when you come down here and look, we've already come that far down, and it just gets farther and farther as you go down. And you can keep this pattern all the way down as you wish. And it's come to my attention that we actually missed some this way, so we're gonna just build it out. We'll dig it out from underneath. Yeah, we can go one more up. And yeah, this is actually going to end up extending all the way around, so we're going to have to go out even more by 2 more. So yeah, I was actually spooked by those phantoms coming in, because like I've never actually dealt with phantoms like in the game since I've heard of them. I've not actually heard them in the game. They weren't in the game when I played it. That was actually pretty creepy sounding, not gonna lie. Alright, we also wanted to make some more pickaxes. Yeah, so we can go out and look for at least 16 more pieces of glass just to keep that style going down. We don't have to do this all at once, like I said. We can just take this down like another like couple notches every few days or so. But I wanted to get this thing started. And I actually do kind of hope we dig down into a cave rather than having to like strip mine or something, because that's not my style. I like to explore caves, believe it or not, even though I like digging down like this. This is more for like a base building aesthetic than any amount of resource gathering. So you don't have to worry that I'm going to get lost in strip mining or something silly like that. That's not really my style of play regardless. Yeah, knowing what we're doing now, I don't have to keep a pattern like this going. I can actually just go kind of ham at it and just dig it down as I go. So I was keeping a pattern to it as I dug, but now I don't need to. I can just grab what I can reach, and it'll probably be easier to dig that way anyway. maybe I can't reach all the way up, but I can get most of it as I go, and it'll make it a little faster to catch up. So I'm probably going to wrap up the rest of this episode with just catching up to where we dug down to down here. Yeah, the new music is pretty nice. It is pretty relaxing. Now those original animals we killed for food, actually, I'm surprised I haven't gone through the food yet after what has it been all this digging and multiple Minecraft days. That's actually kind of wild to me. I feel like food didn't used to last this long, so they might have reduced the hunger mechanic a little bit from where they first introduced it back when I was thinking it was one of the last things they added in before I stopped playing. So maybe players had complained and they thought it was a bit much. But that's just a guess. I forgot I didn't do this. Yeah, we can make this nice before we go down. Got a little ahead of myself and didn't clear out the corner. And this is why I didn't really dig out the storage room yet, because I didn't even have anything to put in it. So as we dig through this, we're going to start having enough supplies to start considering actually making a room for. Yeah, you'll get a sense of scale as we like clear this last bit out of just how far we've come. But if you work in here during the day, like this, like it's well lit up, you don't have to worry about torches or anything. And if you just put torches at the corners as you go down, like it stays pretty well lit even at night. So, I mean, there's more advanced stuff you can do later on. Like you can do like some lava wall lighting and stuff, and that's something I used to do as well. But that's a little bit ahead of where we're at. Alright, we're going to be breaking our pickaxe again shortly. Yeah. Must have been something in this that kept it from breaking. Did this thing just grow fast enough to keep it from breaking? That's weird. Alright, we'll see. And you must have had something similar going on. Aha. Anything else? That seemed kind of far for nothing. Aha. More hiding blocks. You good? Okay. I know I could expand this farm out too, but this is actually working just fine, to be honest. We will have plenty of food as we go along at this rate anyways. You actually night time. Okay. Let's go get our renewable nonsense out here. It seems so weird to me that they drop sticks now too. I'm not used to that either. That explains why I just end up with a whole bunch of extra sticks though. But yeah, we're gonna make some pickaxes and then head down there, clean this up, and call this an episode of adventure. Don't worry. Probably next episode I'll make that upper area start looking a lot nicer too. I'm just kind of like considering in my head, and I'll probably do that between now and then of how I want it to look, you know? Because the thing is, today I just didn't have a clear picture of where I wanted it to go, so figured it was just one of those things I had to sit on. I kind of border somewhere between aesthetics and functionality, so. But I like to have like open spaces a little bit. This also isn't how I'd play in like a multiplayer like scenario. This is just how I'd play on my own. So this is like a base for semi-efficiency. If I was in a multiplayer server, I'd probably actually make like a fun house to play in and invite people over and play out adventures, but this right here is more of a functional base for collecting and storing and experimenting with stuff. Like I can make rooms for offshoots and try different things in them. Hello, how are you? You're actually coming in at the end of my stream, but hello there. And when I finish cleaning up this section here, we'll take a nice panoramic shot upwards. Probably be my thumbnail for the episode, and then I'll wrap up by going upstairs, cleaning up my inventory. Probably have to make another chest. My stream's going pretty good. I had a couple of hours of just peaceful base expanding, aesthetic designing, and had a pretty good time with it. Yeah, look at how far we've come. Clean this up. I mean, you can ask me whatever you want, but I'm not interested in getting any art or anything like that. I make my own art for the games I play. Is that the best view for what I want to show? Maybe this is. Cool. Nice.